Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you some recent pickups. I must say that purchasing physical media has been a little bit slower for me these days. I haven't really been picking up as many titles, but I have been picking up a few, and many of them are based on recommendations that I've received in the comments on the video. So if you'd like, anytime you'd like to leave a film recommendation, please be sure to do so in the comments section. I really do appreciate those. These pickups also are from a variety of labels, which I will mention as I go through them. This first one is I think I may have mentioned on the channel too, this happens to be a Shout Factory release of the Kenneth Branagh version of Henry V. And I may have mentioned too on the channel that I really enjoy Shakespeare plays as the film versions of Shakespeare plays, and this happens to be one of them, Kenneth Branagh in Henry V. And of course, I love the Laurence Olivier version of this particular Shakespeare play. So picked up that to add to my Shakespeare collection. These next couple are from Kino Lorber, and this first one was recommended, I believe, in a comment from a couple of videos back, but this is John Wayne in Brannigan. And I haven't seen this movie, or if I have, it's been quite a while. And so, as you probably know, I'm a big fan of police dramas and films from the 70s, and this is both of those things. So I was happy to pick this up, happy to get the recommendation as well. Thanks to whoever gave me the recommendation. I do appreciate it. The other thing I love about Kino Lorber, which I thought I would mention, not only the black label, which I've talked about on the channel before, but also the fact that they print the year of the movie large right here, 1975, which on some of the Blu-ray releases are very small, and sometimes I have a hard time seeing those. This version also has an audio commentary, which is great. Sometimes the Kino releases don't always have extra features on them, but this has an audio commentary by Steve Mitchell, producer-director of King Cohen, and film historian Nathaniel Thompson, and an original theatrical trailer. So I'm excited to watch this as well. The next one also recommended in another Kino title, Elliot Gould and Robert Blake in Busting. Haven't seen this movie, and I'm excited to watch it. And there's the back of that one with some extra features, and of course the year 1974 right there. I'm excited about this one. I'm also happy that I picked this one up with a slipcover. Not all these have the slipcover, but like I said, a lot of these have the slipcover, and I'm so excited when I get one with a slipcover. This has audio commentaries on it with writer and director Peter Hyams, and audio commentary with Elliot Gould and film critic Kim Morgan, and a theatrical trailer. So this has some extra features as well, but I'm very excited about it. 70s film, police drama, right up my alley for sure. These next two are Warner Archive titles, and recently, earlier this week, I was watching Turner Classic Movies in the US, which is a cable channel, or TCM, and they had a series of films related to this film here, which is Gold Diggers of 1933. There's a Gold Diggers of 1935, 37, Gold Diggers of Paris, I believe. So this is a bit of a series. And this was really my first exposure to these films, and I really absolutely love them. This is a Warner Archive release. There's the back of that one. And this has some extra features on it. 4 featurettes: Gold Diggers, FDR's New Deal, Broadway Bound, the 42nd Street Special, Rambling Around Radio Row number 2, Season Greetings, 3 vintage cartoons, and a theatrical trailer. I was really impressed by these movies. Again, to me, the story seemed very simple in each of the movies. Again, I don't have 1935 and 1937 films, but what I was really impressed with is the choreography and the singing and dancing. Of course, Busby Berkeley, I'm just reading the back, brings his peerless magic to the production numbers. And so you have this kind of simple story, and then you have these production numbers that are, to me, very elaborate, very creative. I was really mesmerized by them, so I had to pick this one up. I hope that there is a Warner Archive release of the 1935 and 1937. I noticed that Prime Video had Gold Diggers of 1935 on digital, and it was pretty affordable, so I picked that up. Looks amazing in HD. I think they did a great job with the restoration on that. So really excited about this. You can probably tell from my comments here too, I'm so excited when I find a new film or new series of films that I haven't seen before, which is so common. There's so many things to watch. There's so many things to discover, and this happens to be one of them. So really excited about that. The other one is this version of 42nd Street, which I noticed had some choreography from Busby Berkeley in that, and so I wanted to pick that up as well. And there's the back of that. There's the back of that movie. This one also has 3 vintage featurettes: Harry Warren, America's Foremost Composer, Hollywood Newsreels, Trip Through a Hollywood Studio. So sometimes, I really get into a mood where I for whatever reason, I'm exposed to some of these films and really get interested in them. And this happens to be that particular time for these types of movies. So let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite musical or a favorite Busby Berkeley musical. But I really love these and highly recommend them. Let's see. Recently, too, I was watching a documentary about William Friedkin called Friedkin Uncut, which I recommend. And I think it was part of Amazon Prime and a free service that they offer with some commercials. But it was called Friedkin Uncut. Highly recommend that. I think there's a DVD release of that as well, but I do not have that. But I really enjoyed it. William Friedkin, of course, talking about his films, his process. One of my favorite films, one of my favorite William Friedkin films, of course, is The French Connection. But I love Live and Die in L.A. from the 1980s and, of course, The Exorcist. And but there are some films of his that I did not have, and one of them was this movie, Sorcerer, which I hear is very good, and I haven't seen it. I believe it was mentioned in the documentary that it's kind of a remake of Wages of Fear, which is another movie. And so I wanted to pick this up. Didn't have it in my collection, so I quickly purchased it, and this is a Blu-ray. No extra features on this one, but I'm excited to watch this. I haven't seen it, so I'm excited to watch this one for the first time. Again, being a William Friedkin fan, and also, after having enjoyed the documentary that I saw. Recently, and I may have mentioned this too, I did a couple videos back about Breaking Bad, the complete series, which I've seen 3 times now, but I really enjoyed this last rewatch. And in Breaking Bad, there's a ton of films that are mentioned, and so I was really listening for those this time around, and I picked up a couple of them that I didn't have that were recommended not really recommended, but they're referenced in Breaking Bad. And one of them is Hooper, which I didn't have. I have quite a few Burt Reynolds films, but I remember this movie from many, many years ago, and I didn't have a copy of it, so I picked it up, Hooper. This one doesn't have any extra features on it, but it is from 1978. And you can see on some of these releases how small the year is. I don't know if they can maybe focus in on that, but Hooper was mentioned. One of the other movies that was mentioned too, and I think the character of Mike was watching this movie on TV in one of the scenes. This is The Caine Mutiny with many folks here, but Humphrey Bogart, Jose Ferrer, Van Johnson, and Fred MacMurray. So I'm sure I saw this years ago, but I didn't have a copy of it and wanted to rewatch it, and I just love that it was referenced in Breaking Bad, so I picked it up. This one has a commentary and behind the Caine Mutiny. So again, always excited when I see some extra features on these, and this one has a couple of them. Recommended, I believe in my last, actually I did a video about my Arrow collection, and one of the viewers of the channel mentioned this movie, and I thought I'd pick it up. It was affordable, The Creeping Garden, and this one looked pretty cool. I was really interested in it. I love documentaries. This is I haven't seen this movie, but this is The Creeping Garden is an award-winning feature-length creative documentary exploring the extraordinary world of the plasmodial slime mold as revealed through the eyes of fringe scientists, etc. And I like this too because the special edition has it has a CD in it as well, which I thought was pretty cool, which I hadn't seen. Let me just open this up too so you can kind of see the inside of it, and a booklet. And it was really affordable. Sometimes the Arrow releases can be a little pricey, but this has a DVD, I believe, and a Blu-ray, and then this booklet on the inside. So I'm really excited to watch this one. Haven't seen it. Excited to watch something new. So thank you to the viewer that recommended this one. Happy to add this to my Arrow collection. Always like to grow that collection as much as I can too. So if you have other Arrow titles that you like, what I'll do is I'll link my Arrow collection video below, and you can, if you have any recommendations on Arrow titles or any other titles, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And a couple of last ones. I was watching, I believe this might have been part of the, I want to say this was maybe part of the Friedkin Uncut documentary, but I believe that Quentin Tarantino was referencing this film, and I didn't have a copy of it. And this happens to be the Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Road Games. And I'm sure I saw this again years ago, but did not have a copy of it. Haven't seen it in years. You can see also on the Scream Factory releases just how many extra features they have. And of course, I'm in love with extra features, so here they are there. Audio commentaries, discussions, etc. Audio commentary with the director, Kangaroo Hitchcock, The Making of Road Games. Again, this one is advertised as kind of a Hitchcock-style movie, and I love Alfred Hitchcock too. So I haven't really made too many videos on Hitchcock, but let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see some of those. But I'm a huge fan, so I thought this is, again, right up my alley for sure. And I think this was I was trying to see, 1981. This is 1981. So again, really looking forward to rewatching this movie. And finally, this was extremely affordable on Amazon, and I really keep track of Amazon prices. Again, I order from some specialty labels, but many times we'll pick up a title on Amazon if it's on special, or if I do a price comparison and see that it's a little bit cheaper. And these are some Wes Anderson films that I didn't have, and they came in this cool little box set, really less than $10. I don't know if that's still the price on Amazon. But this is The Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs, and I didn't have this, and so I thought I would pick these up. These also come with a digital copy, which is cool, and there are a few extra features. I think on, well, each of them is a Blu-ray DVD combo. Actually, the Isle of Dogs is a Blu-ray DVD special features combo, and then Fantastic Mr. Fox is a Blu-ray, has some Blu-ray special features and a digital copy. Actually, both of them have digital copies. So this is a great little set to get if it's, hopefully it's still on Amazon, or if you can pick it up somewhere else. But it was less than $10. I didn't have these, so I was really excited to add them to my collection. So those are some recent pickups, and I'm so excited to add titles to my collection, especially when I'm learning new things about films, watching TCM, watching documentaries. They always give me clues as to where I should go next in terms of film watching. And so I'm really excited with all these titles that I've added. Let me know if you've added some new titles lately, if you have any favorites in this particular collection, or if you have any recommendations. I love that. Thanks so much for watching today. If you like this video, click on like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. That would be great. I sincerely hope that everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.